crazy to see you guys in my kitchen. But while we're here, I just want to make a cooking video. Today we're going to be cooking a cake. I already started making the cake because I started recording this video and then the camera stopped, and also I didn't like anything I'd already said. Like it was, there's already water in the thing, so let's just pretend like I've just added water. Wow, fun, adding water. Whoa. I also think I added too much water. So I still think it's too much water. Okay, so we're not just gonna be talking about how bad I am at cooking throughout this video. I'm gonna tell you guys some of my really embarrassing stories. Why? I embarrass myself on the daily, so I had a lot to choose from, but I narrowed it down to my top 3. So here we go. We need to add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Let's also get rid of some more water. Why do we have so much vegetable oil? Who needs this? Cool, it's fine. We're just gonna try to pretend we know how to measure. My first awkward story starts off in kindergarten. So I used to really like Star Wars. Like, it was like my favorite movie back then. But I was also kind of like low-key scared of 2 guys, Darth Vader and Darth Maul, which those are like not irrational because they were pretty freaky. Like, one day I had to pee really bad at kindergarten, and I used to hate going to the bathroom by myself because I used to, like, they were just so big, because like it would be like, there's like 12 stalls, and at the very end there's like a giant stall. So I used to be scared that like there'd be somebody, you know, standing in the doorway of that stall, and then like I'd walk out and it'd like attack me. I watched Star Wars like the night before, and so, you know, I go into the bathroom, do my thing, and I'm about to come out of the stall. Like, this fear like overflows my body, and I'm like, Darth Vader is standing in the big stall. I walk out, and he's just gonna run out and just slice me right in half, and I don't want to deal with that. So the logical thing is to stay in the stall, because then he doesn't know I'm in there, you know? Locked myself in the bathroom stall for like 2 hours. My teacher even like thought about, where's Charity, you know? It's a little depressing. Maybe I'll hear Darth Vader walk out. I don't know what I was waiting for. Eventually my teacher like comes in and she's like, Charity, are you in here? And I was like, huh, I'm right here. I still have to block her name out. Oops. Out of the stall, and like I run back to class with her, and I was like, yeah, my stomach was just really hurting. I'm just gonna assume how much 2/3 of a cup. Let's say that's 2/3 of a cup. My next story is in the 3rd grade. It says 3 large eggs. How do you know these are extra large eggs? Does it change it? Should I put like 1.5? Okay. Was in a class, clearly. We had like this person who used to just like pass gas like every single day, and it was a really big problem. She literally one day pulled everybody out of the classroom and one by one asked us who we thought it was. I blamed it on several different people that I didn't like at the time. But it wasn't me. I'm not that kind of person. And one day we were taking a spelling test. It was something like that. Gotta throw this away, you know? She's reading off the vocabulary, spelling words. It was dead silent in the class. Everybody was focusing, trying to spell. I really had to sneeze. And I didn't want to like sneeze and like snot blast the test, you know? I didn't want to get my boogers everywhere where she was grading it, you know? I decided I'm gonna plug my nose. Sweet, innocent 3rd grade Charity didn't think that if you plug your nose, it makes a noise. So I go like this and sneeze, and my lips vibrated and made a fart noise, and everybody thought I farted, because this kid next to me was like, ooh, Charity farted. And everybody starts laughing and freaking out. And then my teacher, I didn't fart, it didn't stink, but she came behind me with a can of Lysol and started spraying, you know? It was pretty embarrassing. I mean, I think a lot of kids after that as well thought that I was the one who had the stomach problem. But honestly, I mean, I'm pretty sure I knew who it was, so like, hopefully they got that checked out. Okay, so this looks terrible. This literally, that's not what it usually looks like, is it? Is it? All right, story is actually extremely recent, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell it to the whole internet. I am a freshman in high school currently, if you didn't know that. So I take biology. Did a lab a few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago, like where we had to test urine, human pee. That wasn't ours. Over here with my lab partner, he's one of my friends. Shout out to you, Lake. I'm sorry. We were trying to see like a trait in families. So they were like, a different tube of pee for each like person in the family. So there's like a lot of them. Her room has like counters all around. And she just had the pee kind of spread out all over the counters. Everybody had to kind of like move around to get the pee. Tells us not to spill it because she doesn't want to clean it up and it's just gross and like all this fun stuff. Really serious about not spilling this pee. So my friends were like, oh, I bet somebody's gonna spill this pee. I'd already gotten a few different pees. Like I, dropped it into the cup and dropped it into the other thing and I was feeling good. Also wearing those lab glasses and those make everything really foggy. I'm trying to come up with excuses here. Go over to get paternal uncle. Remember this because it was labeled PU. How ironic. Get my pee, put it in my cup. I'm going to put the dropper back into the pee. Like looked over here and then next thing you know I just hear, psst. I had knocked over the pee. Happened so quick. Like all the pee just like rushed out. Like I didn't even have time to pick up the thing all over the counter. And her printer. So it just starts going all into her printer and I'm like, oh God. And I looked to my left and two other girls were looking at me and I was like, and so I raised my hand and my teacher comes over and I'm just like, pee spill, pee spill. Everybody starts blaming it on this kid who was behind me. So I didn't say anything, but obviously my friends knew that I spilled it, so I had to say it. But some people in my biology class still think it's the other kid, but hey, you're wrong. It's just the mere fact that one, it was pee. Nobody wants to even deal with that. Then two, she was like so adamant on not spilling it. Three, I was betting that somebody would do it and it was me. Lesson, kids. That is a lesson of don't be, there's a moral in there. Just look for it. Going to finish stirring that, put it in a pan, put it in, I should have preheated the oven. Mistake, this was just a mistake. I'm gonna put this in the oven and see you in a minute. Ice it. You're eating the icing out of that?
Are you judging?
No, it's really zoomed in. Oh no, oh no. Cake is iced. I didn't ice it, Timothy did because I didn't feel like it.
It is not pretty.
It's not very pretty, but that's not what's important, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I don't know, it kind of sucked. If you did, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want to see any more of my videos. If you want me to do more videos like this, or if there's like a video that you think is cool that you want me to do, just leave a comment below and tell me about it and I might try it. See you guys next time. I'm sorry for this video. It'll be better next time. I think, hopefully. Promise.